Face center. Hi guys. Speech off. It's VILife with Kelly. Hold on, let me find my shades. I've been having a rough week, guys. I think I'm about to start my cycle, honestly. I did not know that yesterday was Friday the 13th, guys. It was crazy. Let me just tell y'all something. This is VILife with Kelly. This is my channel where we talk about everything on here. I am visually impaired, and this is about, my story, what my reality is. I talk about hair and skin, wellness, strategies on better nutrition, weight loss, really anything, hot topics. I do a lot of hairstyling videos because people ask me a tons of questions about my hair. So if you're interested in content like what I'm sharing, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I definitely talk about visual impairment training, tools, software, anything that I'm using that I'm loving. I definitely will provide that information, and I do have videos on that. I also talk about things that are important to me, like the homeless, and addressing, simple needs such as shelter and nutrition. I feel like everyone should have that, and they shouldn't have to stress or worry about having shelter, being able to bathe, get rest, and have nutrition. So that's one of my goals. And one reason why I do this channel is to have resource centers where persons can get training and be connected with mental wellness professionals, and just really be able to go somewhere to get the help they need without worrying about qualifying or having enough money. Because there's like an abundance of dysfunction going on in the world. Everyone is superiorly stressed out, and it's just enough is enough. Other countries are doing so well with providing their citizens with basic needs, and we can do it too. So yeah, guys, I always believe in being a part of the solution, and doing what I can, because I know what I've gone through as a person who wasn't born visually impaired and having to live with visual impairment for 24 years, and just trying to connect with persons and agencies that are supposed to help the blind and not getting the help, or having an abundance of inconsistency, and just dealing with a lot of like political and just really like mental illness. It's funny how people that work in these fields to help you need help their own selves. And so it's time. I feel like there should, for certain professions, you should have to go through an evaluation, and you should have to keep up with your mental wellness in order to continue in that job. Because some of these jobs are just that stressful. And some of these jobs, one reason why that person is so good is because they've lived through a lot of experiences that they didn't ever really get the help they needed to heal and move past it, right? So anyway, you guys, I hope that regardless, you guys have had a fantastic Friday. Okay, you may be wondering, like, why does she keep doing stuff with her hair? So yesterday, as in, Friday, what's today? Today's August 14th. It's Saturday when you guys are watching this. This is when it's uploading. And so I had uploaded a video that I started on Thursday, and it may have uploaded Thursday night. I don't know. I fell asleep. I doubt it. I think it uploaded yesterday, honestly. And so I did a video showing you guys on how I rehydrate my curls. And so then I told you guys I would post a picture afterwards, like, once it's completely dry. So it's completely dry, and I said I was gonna put a picture of me the other day where I had like my hair was just completely dry and I was like out. So I made sure to have the same dress on. So the picture of how my hair looks now, it's up on my Instagram. Let me see how close I am. You guys, I have to spend a lot of time trying to focus on, because that video I just uploaded, it's over 2.5 hours. And my biggest concern, okay, my biggest concern is to be filming these videos and I'm not in a good spot. Like, you can hear me, but you're not seeing what I'm doing. Like, I think in a good portion of that video, you could see like half of me, and sometimes you got all of it, but then sometimes you didn't. I don't know. Leave a comment below if you watched that video or on that video, and tell me if you had a good view, because that's the whole point of doing that video, so you could see everything. But this is basically how my hair came out. Let me turn around. I try to get you guys in like a good spot where I feel like you can see, because even when I did my pictures, the camera tells me I'm centered, but really it seems like centering is like a little bit more over one direction or another. But that's what I'm working with, you know. I have to rely on it. So yeah. And another thing I want to tell you guys, in that video I told you guys, when my hair is completely dry, the only thing that seems to moisturize my hair is the double buttercream by As I Am. So it definitely moisturizes, like as in hydrates, wettens the hair. But if I'm trying to style, it's not gonna happen. I have to re-soak my hair and go through the process, like resaturate my hair completely in water, put the leave-in conditioner in there, put the different products, whatever I'm gonna use, in order to start the whole process of detangling and styling all over again, and then wait for it to dry. Otherwise, if I don't care, the As I Am double buttercream with the coconut blue magic trick, that is for me when I'm just swooping it up in a ponytail and I don't care. So that means I just bend over the shower, wet my hair, takes like 1 minute, and then I just swoop the double buttercream and the coconut. I like mix it together. I just swoop it in, and it takes like 1 minute for this style, guys. And then I put it in a ponytail and just let the curls fall, and then I might put like olive oil down the strands. I'm gone. I'm finished. I don't care. Or I'll just do the bun like you guys been seeing me, and it's over with. I will say though, the curl curling custard by Aunt Jackie's, surprisingly, that was really moisturizing and hydrating my hair. And I'm feeling like when I do my quick wash and go, which is just me wetting the hair and slicking like a few products to get it in that ponytail, I think I will use the curling custard on the strands of hair, because I think it will make the curls pop and shine, and it'll look, I think it'll be good. So I think I found a new quick run out the door, I don't got time trio. All right guys, so enough about that. So this video is going to be about what's going on in my personal life. I wanted to get you guys comments on a couple of scenarios. So definitely give me your 411. I'm probably going to take a picture in this dress once I get myself together, and post it on Instagram, and then I'll put a couple questions under there if you want to post on Instagram. Okay, cool. So first of all, let me say this, you guys. So I have, my skin peels like every single season, and depending on what kind of weather we've had, it'll peel more than just like at the beginning of a season. And the other day I constantly like check my skin and my body, and for just cuts, bruises, whatever, and I can like feel it or sense it. So I was rubbing my right eye, and I found like this layer of skin in the corner. And you guys know when I was doing the eyeshadow videos, sometimes I would forget that I had it on, because you know I have to remember and go to sleep and stuff like that. And so I would start putting like a little Noxzema on the eye, just thinking like the tea tree would, like, you know, help heal the skin, whatever, if it's irritated. Anyway, guys, so I felt like this extra skin, so I just started immediately like pulling my eye and just rubbing until the skin like raised up. Do you know that turned into a scab? Oh, I hate scabs, guys. I cannot stand scabs. So now here I am. I have a scab in the very corner of my eye and I'm waiting for that to go on. It's so gross. I cannot stand scabs, guys. I don't like anything crusty. And I have a scab right here because my dogs, I pick my dogs up. They scratch me right here. They scratch me on the back of my shoulder, and then I have an owie on my foot. So right now I just feel so crazy about these scabs on me. I hate scabs, y'all. I don't know, pray for me, but I can't stand them. It takes everything for me to not rip them off. I know y'all like, did she really say that? Yes. I will put alcohol on them and I'll put some Neosporin on them, and I just want them off. I don't like it. So, okay, so let's get into it. So you guys, on this earlier this week, I had gone to run errands, okay? And one of the errands was to stop in the mall to pick up some panties. So when I went to the mall, I know all of the police officers pretty much and the security. And so as soon as I got to the door, one of my officer friends greeted me, which I was so happy to see him, and took me to the store I needed to go to. So I was like, well, I'm not going to take a long time. I just need to go in this one store. So we were chit-chatting and catching up and everything. And we had decided to go out, right? So we had made a breakfast date for Friday, as in yesterday, okay? And so on like Tuesday or Wednesday, I kind of started feeling like, I don't know, do I want to explore this? You know, this is my friend. When I come to the mall, I look forward, to seeing him, and, I don't really want to go there and then it's like we're ducking and dodging each other at the mall, which is going to be really challenging for me because I have visual impairment, guys. So it's like, I was like thinking to myself, like, well, I was like, you know what? If he's positive about it, I'm going to be positive about it. And also, if he, shows up for this breakfast, and whatever happens, great. I'm excited about it, right? So that's the piece that I made on it. Now, while I was waiting for my lovely daughter to pick me up from the mall, I had to give him a disclaimer because the truck has been in a lot of car accidents for whatever reason. And so I was like, hey, you're looking for a truck that looks like this and it has like this on it. You'll know it when you see it. So I never mentioned that I have a G baby. Why would I? We're in the mall, like, that's my friend. We don't get to talk that much like that yet. But, I never mentioned that before. And I never, I mean, you guys, like I said, it's a short thing. You go in the mall, you go to the store you want to go to. Hey, how you doing? You shoot the breeze. That's it. So when we were standing there waiting for my daughter and everything, I'm telling him about how the car looks, and then then he sees the car seat in the back seat, and I didn't think about that until he's like helping me with my bags, and I'm like, oh, he probably sees this car seat and wonders like, what's that about? So anyway, I told him about the car situation, and then later I text him about my G baby. Okay, cool. So immediately, I don't know, I kind of felt like I'm not sure if this is going to affect his thoughts about pursuing me because, he's a little bit younger than me. He has no children. All his family is in another country. And he may have had one perception of me because some people just look at me in a certain light. And then to actually see my daughter and then see the craziness of the car, of the truck looking that way, and then see a car seat, he may get in his mind like, ooh, I don't know, right? Because it can happen, and you can think that because if you don't want to deal with it, you don't. If you may want to deal with only one part of me and then hope that the rest of the part of me is flawless, right? Everything else is on point. So anyway, guys, I'm saying all this before I say the rest of the story. So now, we text one time literally on Wednesday. So that was Monday. We saw each other, conversation was had. He asked, like, I would like to see you. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, cool. We'll explore that. We made the date. Wednesday, he texted me, like, hey, how are you doing? I was like, wonderful. How are you? That was literally the end of the text. Never any more words. Cool. Now it's Friday. Guys, crickets. No show, no call. No show, no call, you all. We have breakfast scheduled at 10 a.m. No show, no call. Now, I am the type of lady that believes that men will always show you where you fit in their heart. If a man is interested, talking about, oh my God, yes, I'm getting an opportunity, he will check in with you. Hey, I just want to make sure it's still good. We're still good for Friday and blah, blah, blah. He will be ready. He will be texting at 8 a.m. Hey, I'm up, I'm getting ready, heading your way, send me the location, give me your address, blah, blah, blah. He will be engaged. It will be on the top of his list. He'll be looking forward to it, right? So when this type of thing happens, I immediately believe, A, he has other women. B, he's really not interested in being in a relationship. Like, it's not a priority. C, he doesn't want to deal with what he sees as far as, oh, the truck is tore up. Oh, there's a grandbaby involved. Oh, I don't know about that. Because, you can think whatever you want to think. You can, no children, never been married. So, of course, I would have to be open to having a child, which I am, by the way. I am very much open to having more children. But he may be thinking like, she already has, an 8-month G baby. I want you guys to let me know, what do you think about it? Personally, going forward, I take it as me and him are meant to be friends, and that's my mall buddy. And I appreciate him, and when I see him, there's no love lost, right? As far as anything personal, that's on no way, because you cannot no show, no call me. There's too many ways to communicate. And literally, guys, I waited. I gave him the whole day to text at some point or call at some point to say, ooh, guess what? I got called into work. This happened, something. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anything. Nothing, guys. So for me, that just lets me know you are involved. Other things are more important to you. It's not a big deal for you. You don't care. You don't. Not like that. You're not concerned. And he may remember tomorrow or the next day and text. But for me, I'm not forgettable. To the right man, I am not forgettable. So for you to ask me to, you want to do something with me, and then to forget about it, just lets me know you just say whatever. Or period, you may have changed your mind. You asked me that at the beginning, then now you see. This is the only things that I can conclude, because some people, it's just, it is what it is. And everyone has the right to change their mind or decide, hey, I don't want to deal with it. Just like I have the right to say, if you no show, no call me, we will never, period. Never. We'll never do nothing but be friends at the mall. So, you guys let me know, what do you think, as far as what do you think happened and why? Another thing, I do not text men reminders about us going on dates. I will never do it. If you ask me or confirm with me anything, I will not text you at 11. Hey, what you doing? Are we still on? Is 1 o'clock still good? I will never do it. That's not how I that's not how I work. It will always be this guy calling to confirm with me, because that lets me know that he wants me. That lets me know that he's in it to win it and he's focused. So if you don't do it, it's fine with me. It just lets me know we're not meant to be. Because any man that asks me for my personal phone number and says he wants to date me and get to know me, he wants to be with me possibly, he's ready for marriage and all that type of stuff. I didn't ask him. He asked me. You see what I'm saying? So you guys, let me know what you think, where your mind is at on that topic. I will say to watch out, because it's highly trendy right now for guys to say stuff like they want marriage and all this, and they don't, or they're just trying to see where you're at, if that's your magic conversation that's gonna unlock the, give them whatever they want from you. So you have to watch, because when the man says that, a male, when he says that, the man will show up in him if he's sincere and show you that I'm serious about being your husband. And otherwise, the boy will come out and play around. So you have to challenge that conversation with action. You have to require action when they start saying all this. I'm ready for my wife. I want to be with you. I'm ready. I don't want to play around. I'm not trying to spend weeks, months, and all. When they start hitting you hard, then, hit them hard too. Be like, oh, wow, that's perfect. I've been praying about that, if you have. And, and then just start saying, these are the things that I'm looking for, that I need, so that he can go on and say what he needs. So enough about that. Okay, so the next one. So in the meanwhile, you guys, literally, I had gotten a call. Literally, I had gotten a call at like 11 something last night, and I called the number back. I had a missed call. I called the number back, and it was a guy who said we had met at least over a year ago. I was like, I was like, I was like, what's your name? I asked him like all his name, his birthday, where does he live, where is he from? Like, I asked him all these questions to try to remember who he is. I'm like, no, none of that's ringing a bell. I'm like, we didn't go on a date. He's like, well, no, we never got that far because I was already in some stuff. I was like, okay. I was like, let me start asking you my deal breaker questions, because if you answer any of these wrong, then that's why I don't remember you. But I actually did forget to ask him. Oh no, he did tell me he's never been married. Okay, cool. So, but I did forget to ask, were you living with someone a year and something ago? Because I just hang up the phone and don't remember anything about that person, because you're playing. So anyway, guys, I asked him a few questions. He was doing good. I was like, wow, this is peculiar to me that I don't remember. And then I asked him this last question, and he failed. And this was about his nutrition. And anyway, so I was like, oh, this is why I probably just deleted you out of my mind, because I'm a real stickler about health, and there's just a few things that I'm not going to compromise, and I don't want to be with someone that, I'm going to be like the nagging mother. I want to be, my man's joy. Like, he looks forward to coming home, so I don't want to be fussing about why did you XYZ, no. So guys, Literally, we talked on the phone for a little bit. I got off the phone with my mind like, okay, cool. We weren't gonna, I did not plan on talking to him anymore, period. Like, I was literally hanging up the phone. I was doing some things online for the channel, and I literally had no intentions on ever talking to this guy again, right? So, guys, what ended up happening is he started texting me. And it was so interesting because I was listening to, I think her name is like Jacqueline Carr or something like that. She sings like Jehovah Jireh. She sings Curse Break, You Will Win. The girl is awesome. Anyway, so I was listening to her and, you know, doing my stuff for the video. And literally, he just kept texting me. He was just like, I want to be married. I want this. And at first, the first few texts, as soon as we hung up the phone, and I knew it, I was like, watch him ask me for pictures. And I don't like that. But I was like, oh, let me share my Instagram with him. So I was like, do you have Instagram? I sent him a video so he could see what I do. And he was like, oh, and then he sent me a video. So he has YouTube. So I checked his YouTube out. And so then I thought, oh, okay, well, we'll be friends, you know, we'll be YouTubers. So he kept texting like, I want to be married, I don't want to date, I don't want to be on an online platform. What do you want? I want to just be with you. I just want to be with one woman that I can spoil and love forever. Like, I'm tired, this and that. I mean, it was deep, y'all, because when we talked on the phone, he asked me a question like, you know, why am I single? And basically said, you know, after I answered his question, he was like, so that's the reason why you just decided not to have no more children and got your tubes tied? I never said that part, right? So I was like, actually, no, I didn't get tubes tied. And for whatever reason, God put it in my spirit to just be totally transparent with him about, you know, my dating after divorce and things like that. So I just told him. I just really felt like I don't have anything to lose. Why not? Let me just tell him this. And like I said, I was getting off the phone totally convinced I would not be talking to him ever again. He kept texting, asking me to be his lady, and telling me, declaring, you know, that he wants to be married. He's invested in himself. He's like just made certain moves, and that he wants a life with me, and that's on period. He doesn't want me dating, you know, anyone else. He wants to take this seriously, give it a chance. He is very sure that he wants to be married, and he's passionate about it. He's coming for me. So guys, you know what? I was like so surprised because you guys know I've been saying in my videos that although I'm not presently with husband, that God put in my spirit that he's on the way and this is my year. And so I was like, this is deep. That the last quite a few, this year, that has been the conversation of men that have approached me, is that they're ready to be married. This is what they want. And it was so funny because when I was in the mall talking to my officer friend, I had told him, you know, y'all better get serious because they're gonna have another shutdown, and whoever got somebody, and whoever doesn't. That's just what time it is. Like, is getting to that place where we may be indoors more than outdoors. I mean, and that may just be life for a cool minute. So, you know, it's just like, know what you want, know what you need, pray on it, choose, you know, choose wisely, but definitely choose. So, anyway, guys, we're supposed to be going on brunch. We're supposed to be going to brunch this weekend. So I'm going to give you guys a follow-up on what does he really mean. Now, this man went as far to tell me that he's going to get my ring in a few weeks, guys. I was like, this is quite refreshing and interesting. It's always interesting for me because this is the conversations that I have with guys. But I always wonder, I'm like, okay, are y'all saying this because you feel like you know my type? Like, oh, this girl, this is how I'm gonna have to handle her to get, anywhere with her. I'm gonna have to come at her like this. Or I choose to stay positive, just like I chose to stay positive with my officer friend. I'm choosing to stay positive until shown otherwise. And if he does a no show, no call, then it is what it is. So give me your comments on that. Um, what else, guys? So what else is going on? Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. Probably like a month ago, or maybe like 3 weeks ago, I had met this guy. He lives in Houston and everything. And he's single, never been married, none of that, right? And so we just been like phone buddies, okay? Now, probably like 2 weeks ago, it really became evident to me that unless I like really be more the aggressive one, that we're not gonna get anywhere. And a lot of times when we talked on the phone, the guy would like try to shift it into like an intimate conversation. And I found that to be so annoying because why would we want to have any form of sexual conversation and we live 1,000 miles away from each other? We've never gone on the first date. But I found that he was getting annoyed with me because I was having such, you know, neutral conversations with him, just like about whatever happened for the day, what did you do today, like just really enjoying him as a friend. And I feel like speech on, face center, okay, speech off. I feel like when I do that, speech on, selfie zoom, zoom in, face center, stop recording video, face center, speech off. Okay, I feel like when I'm doing that, it pisses him off because maybe he feels friend zoned. I don't know. But I just noticed he was not really calling, but he'd make text messages like here or there. And um, you know, when we would talk, it was like he was always trying to shift it to this conversation that I didn't want. So I was like, you know what? I'm probably getting on his nerves just as much as he's getting on mine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna not, I'm gonna leave it alone because it's not going anywhere. Okay, so you guys, you know what happened? He made a comment the last time we talked. He made this comment like, I need to do my part. he said, he said something like, you need to do your part, y'all. I was like, I have done my part. He's like, what is that? I said, I put myself in the position. He's like, in the position of what? I'm like, in the position to be blessed, to be pursued. I'm like, if you don't desire to pursue me, then we're not a match. And it's as simple as that. But when he told me that I needed to do my part, that's when it just really got real and evident. I was like, we are not a match because this guy is not willing to stretch himself. And he's so comfortable. At 41, you've been single all your adult life. You've never really been in a consistent relationship. I mean, you haven't had to live with anybody. You've never been married. You just never have. Like, it's really hard for someone to wrap their minds around, let me step outside my box and stretch myself a little bit more and be a little bit more aggressive. If you want to be married, men that want to be married, trust me, they get a wife. They get them a wife. They're serious about it. They're not just dating and all that. No, they're talking to you. They're calling you. They're getting involved. Like, they are getting a wife. Men that are just cool with life, just letting life pass them by, dating here and there, whatever, just letting, weeks and months go on. Those people are cool with being alone. And I did a kitchen table talk video about how masturbation is ruining your life. And that's what that screams all day, that you masturbate. And you guys are gonna be like, Kelly, what? Yes, you all. People that are complacent with being single and by themselves, but acting like they want somebody in their life, but not doing the things that need to be done to have someone in your life. That's like showing up at a car lot talking about you want a car, but walking away from the cars. Like the salesmen are coming. They're like, hey, let us know, my name is Tim. Let me know if there's anything I can show you. And you're like, yeah, I really want a car, man. Yeah. And then you walk off. And then you're having conversations with people like, yeah, I really wanted to get a car. I went to the dealership, and they're like, well, what happened? Nobody served you? He's like, no, somebody came to me and let them know, whatever, and I just walked off. Well, why did you do that if you came to get a car? Why do you do that? Another thing this guy was doing was talking to me like he's talking to his friend. I'm talking about his homeboy. Like, man, such and such and such and such and such, man, bro, all that type of stuff. And then watching TV on mute and texting, scrolling the internet, on social media, responding to people's Instagram posts and messages, Facebook. I was like, ooh, this guy. I mean, you've been at home all day by yourself doing whatever you wanted to do. Then you want to talk to me and do that. No, guys. So there's things that males will do that will show you just how much they're truly interested in you. And then there's things they'll do that shows you just how much they truly are not. So let me tell you guys about this other one. So this other guy is like 48, okay? And every now and then he'll call or text, and I hate it. Don't you hate those random people that I call them like check-ins, and not like the check-in that I talked about in the other video where we're checking on each other's mental wellness and health and all that. No, these are these ones that want to just check in to see if you're still gonna conversate, if you're still single, check in and see, how you're feeling, try to check your temperature, like, oh, let me see, what she's talking about. That's what it comes off, super creepy and lurky. If you know you haven't talked to me in 2 weeks or something, don't text me. Just keep not talking to me, because you approached me in the energy of wanting to date me, right? So a man that wants to be with me, they call and come be with me. They don't do a random text every 2 to 3 weeks or a random phone call while they're already in the middle of XYZ. If you're super, super busy, you are not ready for love. So stop wasting people's time to see who you could shellac up in your crazy life. No, that's not how that works, and stop doing that. It's frustrating talking to people that, oh, I'm on my way to South Carolina. I'm, taking this here, taking that there. I'm going with my kids here, going with my kids there. Oh, I got to take this one, this one. Like, really? And why did you ask my number? Why again? Like, now, what was your goal with me again? Because it sounds like you have nothing not for me. You're busy. You're already good. But then they want to send you. So then let me just fast forward that. So then I told him several times. I was like, oh, I'm not your cup of tea. We're not a match. He was like, why would you say that? I'm like, because we're not. I'm like, you're too busy. The couple of times we're supposed to meet, you too busy, forgot, all that type of stuff like that. We're just not a match. I'm not the one. He's like, no, I don't like for us not to talk. I don't like for you to be upset. Like, no, why would you say that? That's not true. I was like, sir, you're going for everything that you want, and you're not going for me. Every day you're getting up and you're going for whatever it is you've decided for that day. You've successfully accomplished your day with what you wanted. I wasn't on the list. Even when you put me on the list, you put other things in front of, behind, inside the side of me to the point you forgot. So how is it that you are saying that you don't want me to be upset? I'm not upset. I'm getting annoyed because you are keeping saying that I'm wrong and I'm right. Anytime, guys, you meet somebody that you like, but you have no time to pursue them, just don't call until you have time. Then when you have time, call then and be ready to keep calling and explain then. Hey, it's me. Look, I didn't call because I had no time for you and I realized that I wanted time for you. So I got things out of the way so that I could have time. Are you still available? Are you still open to that? Because I would love to see you and give a date, make a date, and pursue her. Don't straggle along with these random texts and funky 5-minute calls. It's weird, guys. It really makes you look low value when you do that. It makes you look real classless. So don't waste nobody's time with that mess, okay? So you guys tell me what you think or feel about what I'm saying. Are you in agreement or are you not? I say there's a universal concept when it comes to men. They whatever they say, it must align with their actions. If the words and the actions don't line up, he don't want you. Another thing, if the man is standing you up or not pursuing you, not calling, not seeing you, not getting to know you, not spending time with you, not making himself available, getting involved in your life, all those types of things like that, this man is too busy. He's not interested and you're not the one. Never. And let me tell you something. I don't care how busy a man is, period. For the right one, they will break their neck and be available. I don't care. They'll be like, oh, she only got time for me from 1 to 3. They will make sure at 1 o'clock y'all having lunch or something. He will make sure. He will make sure. Because that's what men do. Whatever they want, they go get it. They don't make excuses about it. They pursue it until they have it. They get the facts on how to get it, and then they get out there and they get it. And it doesn't change about a woman. A woman, if that's on that man's heart, soul, and mind and spirit, I want companionship. I want a wife. I want my woman in the house with me. I want to be married. I want a family. I don't want to spend another year out here randomly dating, out here just by myself. No more of that. It's time. I'm ready. When a man makes his mind up, you all, when he makes his mind up, right? You guys, I keep playing with my hair. This is another reason why I don't like to wear my hair down. I will tell you guys that's a tip on growing really long hair super fast, is never have it down really. My hair is always in a bonnet. When it's not down for these pictures and these videos, 99% of the time, it is in a bonnet. So that's how you can retain your length and you can get your hair like more inches. I'm gonna put some more oil in my scalp, and then I'm going to get mentally prepared that I'm gonna have to do my hair again tomorrow. It's gonna have to happen tomorrow, guys. So yeah, that's what's going on as far as in my personal life. I'm going on a brunch date this weekend. We're gonna see if this man is sincere about what he wants. Um, and we're gonna see if we have chemistry, if there's a vibe there. We're gonna see what the Holy Spirit says, what my energy and his energy does. Um, this guy is a Taurus. Let me say this part. He's a Taurus and I'm a Virgo. Now, I typically do not date Taurus men. It has not worked out well for me. My first husband is a Taurus. He's a May Taurus. And over the years, I have, trust me, I'm not prejudiced, discriminating, or biased. I have actually tried it. I have tried it, guys, a lot. I have um, gone on dates and dated at least 5 different guys that had either the same birthday as my ex-husband or a day apart, all in like 4 days. I remember one time in the same month I met like 4 different guys and all their birthdays was like either the same day as my ex-husband or a day before or a couple of days away. And I was like, wow, no way. And I was saying no, y'all, because I was like, no, it doesn't seem like we're a good match, we're a good fit. Now I will say one of those guys was a super sweetheart. But anyway, guys, so fast forward. Earlier this year, a guy approached me that is a Taurus. I thought he was so sweet. I thought it was going to be so great. Little did I know he had a fiance, and whatever they were going through, right? Their 5-minute break, but they live in the house together. So you know how that is. And really pissed me off. I hate guys trying to talk to me that live at home with some other woman, still married, not separated but not divorced. I absolutely hate it. I'll always find out. I find out super quick, and I will be really like done. And so it's just like, you know I don't date. I really try my best not to date Taurus. This guy I'm going to this brunch with is a Taurus. He's an April Taurus. Now, the reason why I'm partial to him is because he's bicuspid. If you guys are not into astrology or whatever, then this is probably the time for you to stop watching this video, or fast forward probably like another 5-7 minutes. But regardless, I'm into consistencies. There's just certain traits that all of us have. If you happen to be born around the same time, there's certain foundational traits that each group is going to have. Capricorns are going to have similarities. They're not going to be the same person because they're individuals. So they may have a different personality, but there are certain traits that they will share. And it's just how it is in every sign: Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancers, Leos, Virgos, Libras, Scorpios, and who do we got after that? We got Libras, Scorpios, and Sagittarius, right? So every sign is going to have their similarities as far as their traits. Now, if you're a straight up sign, there's going to be more consistency than a bicuspid sign. And what do I mean by bicuspid? I mean, so persons that are typically born at the top of the month, more so like between the 1st and the 15th, those persons are going across the board, even across genders. They're going to have a lot more similarities and a lot more consistencies than people who are born at the, I'm gonna say not even at the half, I'm gonna say by like the 18th, the 19th of the month. Once you're born between the 19th and like the 26th, that's when you become bicuspid. Those 7 days right there between the 19th and the 26th, that's when you're gonna start showing traits of both signs. So for this guy, he's bicuspid, and so he's gonna have Aries traits, which he's already demonstrated to me. And then he has Taurus traits, which he's also already demonstrated to me. So this is why I'm open to um, going on this brunch with him, and because he has been so adamant about his position and his transparency. He has been so like, go get her, go get her. Like, I want this you. So I'm like, that is very attractive to any woman. But for me, some women, they may shy away from it, like, oh, that's too much too fast, or that's too, I want a man to tell me where he's at, but I don't want him to XYZ. And that's why you're not going on brunch with him. But for me, I like a guy that tells me what he wants and is serious about it, and then backs it up with action. No phone buddies, none of that. Be safe, social distance, but show up and move on what you said. Otherwise, I just think you're full of crap, or another one of these guys that's just trying to get in the house with me. Like, oh, let me just hurry up and marry her and I can stay at the house with her. And, let me see if she's open to being my 50-50, or even not even a percentage, just whatever I can throw her way whenever, I'll do that. So, no. But yeah, and let me say this, depending on how this goes, this will be my last Taurus, guys. Sorry. This will be the last Taurus, because I hate going out on dates with people that I think we have a lot in common and we want the same things, just to find out, nope, that's not true. And I don't like spending time with people that just be doing that. Like, I don't like going to dinner with you just to be going to dinner, or, oh, let's just getting out the house. No, I don't want to get out the house with nobody. I don't like it. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I don't like getting calls or texts from men that I can never see myself with. And I don't make, like, I don't create that kind of environment. Like, I don't keep calling or texting guys that I've, like, as soon as we've met, if we've made it that far, and it's like, no way, then I won't ever call or text again. And I won't, respond, because it's like, I don't want male friends. I don't need like a bunch of that. I need just my one man. So yeah, that's what's going on, guys. I had drank this whole half a gallon of orange juice and got a pimple so fast. I got one on this side and one that's like, it didn't fully rise up. It just kind of is there in my cheek. And I was like, oh, why? But it happens. You raise your blood sugar, drinking a whole bunch of juice. You need to follow it up with a bunch of water. And whatever, I'm hungry, guys. What'd you guys eat today? I'm so sorry, I'm yawning. Y'all know how I get sleepy. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go on and take a shower and put my hair up and go to sleep and sleep good. Because I have a big day in a few hours. I got a big day. And I'll catch up with you guys in the next video, okay? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend.
Speech on. Selfie zoom. Face near left edge. Centered. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Stop recording video.